right, so you have Gabrielle, who lives in Haiti, and it really does expose to us the lack of resources that are in other countries that we do not have, as far as electricity. She has a scene from the book where, well, this book is based on, I want to say, the late 1980s or maybe early 80s, and I say that because she has a Prince, her cousin has a Prince poster on her wall in the United States, and there was, I want to say it was LL Cool J posters all over the wall. So I kind of went ahead, but Gabrielle lives in Haiti, and she was saying of a scene how there's a young lady in the village, and when her bones hurt, they know it's about to rain, and they love the rain because the rain means we can play in the rain, and that's how they can take showers, because they don't have water, running water like we do. So you have to rely on getting water from the pumps in the village. But if you have rain coming, you have canisters to collect this water. You don't, and then you would bathe in this water in this rain. Y'all, we don't think about stuff like this. And it's sadly, in our society today in 2024, I'm pretty sure their villages still go through this. They don't have electricity, they don't have running water. So, and then school, of course, in a lot of countries, they have to pay for school. They don't have the infrastructure to pay for school. So at the end of the day, you have people who have to pay for school, and we don't. And I feel like we have enough money to pay for all the things that we need, but our government is greedy and they pay for other things. That's another conversation with itself. So she gets an opportunity. She thinks her and her family are moving to the United States, and it ends up being only her moving to the United States with her uncle. And they tell her, you know, be on your best behavior, get a good education, because when you get enough money, you can send it back to us and help us out. And but one of the other things she said about her village, her family, is that even though they didn't have a lot, everyone made sure they ate. Like, whether if somebody found out they didn't have enough food, they would go to someone else in the village and make sure that they ate. And that's what I loved about her family, about her life. So then she gets plucked out of her village to go live in the United States, in the middle of winter. She's living in Haiti. They don't know winter. So she gets to Haiti, gets to America, and her uncle automatically is like, we don't have time for foolishness. Go to school, do your work. But the night before Gabrielle has to go to school, and she knows, I'm not going to get in trouble, I'm going to be good, because if you get in trouble, you get sent back. And then if you get sent back to your village after having an opportunity to live in America, you get shunned upon. So Gabrielle decides to just walk, which I thought was weird. And Gabrielle ends up meeting this witch who says, they're not going to like you, so I can give you something and get them to like you. What ends up happening when she gets to school, y'all? The kids don't like her. The kids are cruel. The kids are picking at her because of her accent. She's trying to speak. She's used to speaking in Haitian, and she's not speaking clear English. She doesn't understand the language, which I tell people all the time, English language is the hardest, most complicated, difficult language ever if you're not from here. And so she finds out she has no friends, and then gets approached by the witch in school. No one else can see the witch but her. So she's like, she's not trying to deal with her, but she said, just in case if I'm not making friends the way you think I am, what can you help me? And the witch tells her, I can help you. You meet me at this time, and I'll tell you what I can help you with, and we can go from there. So then on her way to meeting the witch, she runs into this rat who talks to her. It's like a magical rat. And the rat is helping her, and when the rat finds out that she's going to meet a witch, he said, well, which witch are you going to see? And she says the witch's name, which I cannot remember for the name of me. It was Lady something. And she said, oh my gosh, she's the most evil witch. Do not go meet her. Leave her alone. Whatever she has to offer you, do not fall for it. But she was like, she feels like she doesn't like being picked on. She doesn't like that no one wants to be her friend. She can't speak perfect English. So she goes to this witch. So the witch gives her a mango. And if you eat a slice of the mango, it will grant a wish. But every time you eat the mango, it takes something away from you that you think is insignificant. So she played it down. The witch, of course, plays it down. Now, us as an adult reading this book, we're like, oh my gosh, Gabby, you're running into the biggest trap. So Gabby turns around and agrees to get this because she figures, I'm only gonna get one wish. I'm only gonna take one wish and I'll be good. Because she's only talking about taking a sock or a shoe that I'm not gonna miss those things. So the first wish, and then the thing is, if you eat all 3 pieces of the mangoes and make a wish, the witch has to take something, your essence is what she said. And Gabby's like, I don't even know what that is. So that's not important to me. I was like, Gabby! So, Gabby, I'm assuming is maybe 10. I have to look at the book, and when I put this up, I'll research her age. I know it's in the book cover. Because she keeps saying her older cousin, who loves Prince, is a teenager. So I'm assuming Gabby's like 10, maybe 11. So then Gabby is like, no one likes me, and her uncle's like, no, we don't go to school to be like, you go to school to get your education. Like, I understand when people talk about Haitian, Nigerian, just how they don't play when it comes to education. Because even the older cousin was like, she wants to sleep at a summer party, and he was like, I'll make all this money for you to sleep in your own bed, and you don't want to sleep in it, you don't sleep in somebody else's bed. And she's like, this is just the way, this is like, it's prison. He said prison doesn't have hair gel, and I paid $4 for the hair gel. I cracked up while I was listening to this. So fast forward, and I'm not even halfway through the book, so I'm just wondering where this is gonna go. What I think is going to happen, Gabby's going to turn around and end up using all these 3 wishes. Because something is going to come up where she feels like she has to get a wish, and it's going to jack her up. That's what I think is going to happen. Even though the rat is directing her and helping her, he has come like a confidant to her to help her through this, navigate through this. And that's why this is, to me, more fantasy than anything. So she turns around and eats the mango. Eats one mango. It's 3 pieces of mango. She eats one mango. She feels a difference. She can speak perfect English. But guess what, y'all? She no longer understands her Haitian Creole language. Like, at first, she was writing it off because, come to find out, they partnered her, the school partnered her with the media specialist who is Haitian. So as she is speaking, she's like, oh my gosh, your accent went away so quickly. And then she says something to her in Haitian Creole, and Gabby doesn't understand her. But Gabby kind of like, whatever, pushes it off. But then when Gabby goes home and she sees her uncle, her aunt talking, and realizes, I don't understand what they're saying. And now she's devastated and doesn't understand how could she redeem and bring that back. And it speaks to a greater norm how we think. Let's be real, America offers a lot more opportunities than a lot of other countries, but you never should lose your heritage and who you are. And if you're not careful with America and how America operates, you will find yourself losing who you are. Like, matter of fact, there was a story I used to read with my kids in a textbook, and when I taught middle school, and it was called Names and Nombres. And the question I posed them, is it better to assimilate? No, I asked them, did the main character assimilate or integrate? And they have to explain what is the difference and what exactly she did. And it just poses this question with Gabby. It's almost like she is trying to assimilate, not integrate, but assimilate into this culture and forget who she is because she so badly wants to fit in. And it shouldn't be that way. So my question now is, will she bounce back from this? Will she realize and get appreciation of who she is as a person and her culture and have a love for it?